Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is your host Zunira Malik. Welcome you all in Spotlight with Zuni, recording with Record on Studio. So today my guest is a beautiful soul, an inspiration for many women around us and highly talented. Her name is Rabia Fatima Kazi. She's a founder of Qatar-based brand Inara, a visual artist, a breast cancer survivor, and a strong advocate of women's mental health. So let's welcome together Rabia. Assalamu alaikum, Rabia. How are you doing?
Walaikum assalam, Zuni. Thank you so much. Alhamdulillah.
So, Rabia, I would like you to tell us more about yourself. Where were you born, your journey of becoming a mother, then becoming an entrepreneur. So, all of this, बताएं, कैसी journey थी आप?
I was born and brought up in a beautiful city called Bangalore in South India. I think I was fortunate to be surrounded by a lot of culture, nature, and people who appreciated quality in everything that they surrounded themselves with. So that's something that's carried forward with me. I did my schooling and my undergraduate there, and my undergraduate studies was in mass communication. Masscom turned into .com, and the IT industry became my chosen industry to work in. I absolutely was fascinated with the technology. But being from a communication background, I could carve a niche for myself. I moved into product management, project management, business development, and that took me a whole decade. Then I decided to marry my amazing husband Faisal and follow him here to Qatar. And I think Qatar would be a very new, different chapter in my life. Been here for 10 years.
Okay.
And I have been doing my business for about 4. But it was a journey to get to that point.
That's great. So, Rabia, what inspired you to start a business? Were you mentally aware of it that yes, you're going to start your own business here?
Not at all, actually.
Not at all.
It's something
okay.
I always toyed with. In fact, I had started a business before when I was living away from India and Singapore for a while. And I came back, I had a bit of a corporate burnout, I tried my hand at something, but I still had that itch to go back to corporate life. And I decided to do that and satisfy all of that, I guess, the motivation I had in me. And when I moved here, of course, I tried to get back into the corporate world. I didn't know anything but working, even I used to do part-time jobs in college, and I was a very high achiever, achievement-oriented person. And that's how I used to define myself before, and that, I think, it was a huge change for me. And there is a series of things that brought me to this point of starting Inara. And if
I would love to know the series, like what made you decide and come towards this point?
I had a few personal incidents in my life that built towards it. One, I had a very traumatic childbirth with my first one. I think we want to discuss that.
Yeah.
I had untreated postpartum depression. We can come to that later. That fed into the lockdown, and up until that point, I had wanted to move out of Qatar, where I could find a job to match my qualifications. That was a very simple motivation. But once the lockdown happened, it completely changed my worldview. One, I fell pregnant again, carrying my second. And my understanding of what matters to me in life now, where I could be at ease, where I had the kind of support I needed, the incredible medical support we have in Qatar, that was a very huge factor. And second part was, given that I was struggling with my health and I had the kind of limitations I had, Qatar was very, very forgiving as a place. And with 2 children in the picture,
2 small children.
2 small children in the picture, this seemed like the perfect place where both us and our children could be comfortable and thrive. So once I accepted that this is going to be my home and this is my home, I started with a lot of dedication building a life for myself here. And as part of that, during the lockdown, I started a group called Good Homes Qatar. So where I've met some wonderful people through that, where it's a group where you find support for setting up homes, because there's a huge expat population in this region. So there are people always coming in every year, and where do I find this and where do I find that, with their own world views and expectations from things they want to fill their homes with. And I have always been.
But here,
yeah.
one thing I would like to mention, that it's very easy also to get connected with the community that you willing to be part of.
Oh no, I had a very different experience.
You didn't have
because it was different for me because I started off in Alkhor. Plus, my husband is in oil and gas, and somehow we just didn't have that social structure then. It all came with efforts that I had to put in to find people that I clicked with. Right? I mean, that's not a burden you can place on your partner.
Yeah.
So when we moved to Doha, that was when I got pregnant, and then I was not part of any Facebook groups up until then. And I think once I decided to join those Facebook groups, it changed my life here. It gave me avenues to meet people. It gave me information. It made life so much easier. And since then, I've always encouraged all new expats to join the groups and, skip a few steps in the adjustment. We have, of course, the Where, When and What Doha group. We have the Qatar Expat Women group. You have my group, Good Homes Qatar. And I think between these three, there is a lot. And the Doha Foodies group, of course.
Yeah. That
Much
also,
loved.
yeah.
Between these groups, you are quite covered. You will find people to help you out. And for me, my biggest source of community was my gardening group.
Oh, yeah.
Take up a hobby. Find like-minded people. They will be like-minded, but they'll have all sorts of varied backgrounds, and that is the key to
So
spreading your
basically,
net.
the interest that you had clicked you with other
Yes,
people.
I think
that's how you
gardening-
got to know the community more. And
Definitely. Two things. Actually, even Qatar Expat Women does a lot of good work when it comes to getting women to socialize and make friends. They have a lot of activities.
yeah, and they have meetups as well. Yeah.
They have meetups. I went for one meetup, just one meetup. And in that meetup, I made one of my dearest friends in
Oh, see,
Qatar.
that's how amazing these
And
groups are.
The best friends I have had, one was from this meetup. The second lifelong friends that I have made are from the gardening group. And number three, at that point, if you are expecting, there's a group called Positive Birth Doha.
Oh, yes.
That
For
birth
the
group, there was one
new
invite
mummies,
to
yeah.
join a mommy group, and then once I joined that mommy group, we moved to WhatsApp, and now a good portion of my community is
Developed
mommies from
already,
that
yeah.
group. So
Wow.
Facebook, Instagram is one-sided. It's very consumption oriented. Facebook is interactive. If
More
you want to build a
interactive,
life, a
yes.
community life, quick, get onto Facebook.
Yes.
My recommendation.
That's true. That's very true. So see, social media playing such a
Social
positive
media,
part.
I think for sure,
It's so much needed for people
much
like us.
needed.
Yeah.
Not just people like us. I would say that my business owes a lot to social media.
Wow.
Not in terms of reaching people, consumers, but in terms of because we like to work with small artisans. We like to work with independent people. We are trying to eliminate those middlemen. Because जो कारीगर है, कारीगर को अपना काम आता है, धंधा नहीं आता.
Yes.
तो धंधे में पता नहीं किधर से किधर लोग मतलब उनको
बस वो
एक्सप्लॉइट
काम
भी
करके
करते
देते
हैं.
हैं. Yeah.
तो बट व्हेन दिस लॉकडाउन हैपेंड,
So you found those karigars through
there are a
Facebook
lot
pages.
of some of them initially who put themselves out there. In fact, one of the few people who worked with me first is someone जिसको ना मैं जब पेमेंट के लिए बैंक का नंबर पूछती उसने मुझे एक ऐसी मैली पर्ची भेजी जिसपे बहुत फेडेड सा नंबर लिखा था. तो वो नंबर था अकाउंट नंबर, एंड ही हैज टू ट्रैवल 3 hours
Oh,
to
to
that
get that. Oh
town
my God.
to get the money. ये इतने रिमोट रहते थे. The humblest of people make the most exquisite items in this world.
Actually, I would like you to mention here कि Inara की जो main strength है वो क्या है. And this is something that clicked me. Personally, मैं जब गई, when I went to, by the way, I came to know about Rabia through a very dear friend, Afsha, also known as
Thank you,
AF Blogs, the AF Blogs of Doha.
Yeah, man.
Honestly, the passion and enthusiasm I saw in this woman sitting right in front of me, कि मैं आई वाज लाइक कि देयर इज समथिंग within her कि ये सिर्फ एक ब्रांड नहीं है, इट हैज हर sentiments in it. Rabia, the way you were, you know, shining that day, your eyes were saying so many
I
words.
was happy to be able to showcase because we were
Yeah.
taking you all through the walk. That's the tragedy that's happened with all of this capitalistic whole globalization with बड़े chains जो होते हैं. The soul of what's
yeah.
coming to you. You have no idea आपका सामान कहाँ से आ रहा है, कौन बना रहा है, कितनी. इसीलिए तो इतनी कंज्यूमरिस्ट सोसाइटी हो गई है. मेरा नंबर 1 था कि आप जब चीज को समझे कहाँ से आ रही है, कैसी
तो फिर
बनी है, उसकी कदर आप जब करेंगे तो फेंकेंगे नहीं. एक मतलब like you know, if you, I always share these videos of our karigars who are, पहले तो like for example shawls, बकरे को पहले आप पालो, फिर बकरे को फिर शेयरिंग होती है, फिर आप उससे ऊन लेते हैं, ऊन को ट्रीट करते हैं,
फिल्टर होता है, या
फिर यान को डाई करते हैं, डाई
लॉन्ग
प्रोसेस पे लगाते हैं. इतना प्रोसेस होता है
जो ये सारे लोग करते हैं
आइटम बनाने को. फिर आप कोई खरीदता है और दूसरे दिन उसको डिस्कार्ड कर देता है. ये तो एकदम मतलब you know, we have lost that connection with the elements of life, the chain of custody in a way, you know, because we are so used to buying from opaque stores. और मजे की बात ये होती है कि it's not just me, मतलब हमारी स्टोर तो एक है, but we'll find people like for example in India bargaining the hardest with the karigar or the mazdoor who is bringing those things to you.
Yeah.
But you will go to a supermarket that is charging you a 30-40 times premium, but वहाँ पे जाके आप bargain नहीं करेंगे.
Yeah.
So one, understand the value of these things, respect कि ये किसी की रोजी रोटी होती है, and buy quality so that you don't have to repeatedly buy things because कि खराब हो गए.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that a tragedy for us? दोहा में एक चीज बहुत देखी है कि false information बहुत होता है. I have seen people selling polyester shawls. Polyester can also look very beautiful. I'm not saying it can't. Certain georgettes and all, उसकी fall तो
बहुत प्यारी
polyester
होती है.
की मतलब it's synthetic fabric.
Yeah.
But people sell falsely. They will sell polyester shawls, machine made shawls as authentic handmade pashmina. अरे यार मैं बोलती हूँ देखो मतलब आजकल people
नहीं, but जिनको awareness है या जिनको पता है, they won't fall for this.
But people do.
But some people do, yeah.
Lot of, if these businesses won't survive if they didn't.
If they didn't, yeah, that is right.
खुला आप इतना मतलब एडवर्टाइज करके गलत चीज को बेच रहे हैं. So this is one of the values that I wanted very strongly at Enara कि ऐसे नहीं कि हम मशीन वाला सामान नहीं लाते, but we are fully transparent. We tell you exactly what it is, and when you are buying it, you're buying it with the awareness कि this is what the product is, and not कि okay we are bringing you fair trade, sustainable, और पीछे जाके we are doing something else.
And at the end we all have to die, yaar. How can we do this? Do you think people doing business like that would survive later on? वो ऊपर वाला है ना, वो किसी और तरीके से आपको लेसन दे देगा.
जिंदगी तो सर्वाइव कर जाते हैं और अपने पीछे पैसा छोड़ भी जाते हैं. ऐसी बात नहीं, पैसे वाली बात नहीं.
हाँ, मतलब कुछ तो consequences वो face करते हैं. I cannot believe कि वो
I don't know.
Win-win situation is never for them.
But it's just unfair.
It's unfair.
See, there are two parts to it, right? You as a consumer, and then there is the people who are creating your products at the back end, the supply side of it. दोनों तरफ फेयरनेस होनी चाहिए.
बिल्कुल. ट्रांसपेरेंट होना चाहिए. बिल्कुल.
इसमें हमारी कोई इतनी बड़ी प्रॉफिट, वी ऑलवेज वैल्यू आवर goals and our values over and above profit. It's going to be a slow process. It's a hard work to stick to your principles. It's hard work to make people understand what we are doing, the social aspect of it, especially when people come and bargain. नहीं करो, just बोले कि bargain नहीं करे तो मजा नहीं आता. मैं बोलती कि हम margin इतना कम रखते हैं ताकि हम repeat business दे हमारे कारीगरों. That is one of our goals.
अच्छा, एक और mindset भी है कि चीज सस्ती है तो क्वालिटी नहीं होगी,
यही तो प्रॉब्लम है.
और चीज महंगी है तो बहुत ज्यादा है तो उसकी बार्गेन कराओ. तो what kind of customers you deal with? Like
ज्यादातर क्या है? All sorts, but fortunately,
but mindsets भी हैं यहाँ पे लोगों के. You think
because when you have a store front, you encounter a lot of people. People will come and say, oh ये तो मुझे शेन में मिल जाएगा, तो कर लो आप ऑर्डर उधर से. आपको खुद माल, अगर आपको लगता है कि ये सामान शेन पे मिलता है तो आपको ये चीज की परख ही नहीं है.
नहीं है, पहचान.
हम हमारी कोशिश लगी रहती है, हर प्रोडक्ट पे हम लिखते हैं, नोट्स देते हैं, चिपकी हुई चीज़. You know, if you care for it, then we have
You
it
will
for
value
you.
it, huh?
We are here to sell, but we are also here to do a business. We have to pay rents. So, and then I always think you will not go to, I will not take names, but the chain stores, all the big stores, और आप वहाँ जाके आप bargain करते हैं क्या? When you know it's a locally run an individual behind that business, it should be a good thing, but
It should
then
be a
kind
good
of works negatively for
कि
us
bargainings
sometimes.
के लिए आ जाते हैं फिर या
Bargains के लिए आते हैं और बहुत कुछ, you know, but where we can we do, because we are firmly, I believe in small production and small lifespan for stock, because सामान रख के ना अगर कुछ चीज बिकती नहीं है, मेरी एक पॉलिसी है कि 6 महीने के अंदर शॉप से जानी चाहिए, क्योंकि शॉप में जब रहती है तो हैंडलिंग में और हम मल्टीपल्स बहुत कम लाते हैं, because we are trying to bring you unique things.
Yes, that's another beautiful thing about Inara.
Because I have always been passionate about these crafts and I have a good knowledge of it because I used to pursue it and I used to accompany, and I got it from my mother, my aunts. उनको भी बहुत ही शौक था और बहुत परख थी, and I've learned from them कि identifying embroideries, fabrics.
और business background है आपका?
Yes, because I was doing business development, product development for the last few companies.
No, I mean somebody in the family.
My
Is
dad
it in the
was
blood?
in business, but I don't think we ever really, because the rest of my dad was alag. सारे सब सर्विस में थे और you know in it is not something that was encouraged, but I find I am my dad's daughter. I'm doing things, I get excited by the same kind of things, and I know what used to drive him.
Chale, coming back to the point now, that so how did you start it then?
So what happened is
after the homework
because
and all,
initially जब मैं commercial का, because you needed a Qatari partner at that
Achha,
point,
at that time
4
you
years
needed,
back,
yes.
there was full foreign ownership was not yet allowed, and of course there's substantial investments involved, right? So then I decided that okay, then I started looking for options where I could operate from home. Home businesses again were only restricted to locals. So I discovered an organization called Mahara. I'm not sure they are still doing it. I heard that, I'm not sure, but people can look up. Mahara would give you a contract. So you would be trading under their name, under their license. आप घर से कर लो, and then bill book unke naam pe hai, you would be paying an annual contract fee and paying a percentage of your
profits,
sales,
sales,
not
okay.
profits, sales,
okay.
So that was amazing for me because I could just start off straight away. I signed the contract and there it was, I started bringing things in.
Acha, but approximately what capital was needed for a retail brand like Inara?
Where do we take it from? The point I started home or when I went commercial?
Commercial. When you went
commercial.
The home-based business, you were connected with this company called Mahara.
Yeah, but unko payment, but you still have to put in your capital.
Achha, so tell me about both then.
Well, initial capital, I had some stock options that I had just encashed from one of my companies. So I think I put in about, do I really? Okay, I put in only about 5,000 riyals.
Okay. See, that's why I want you to tell that, because
so that people know how much is needed.
And you know, not everybody is earning. Maybe some are dependent on husbands, so not big amount would be
5,000 आप
possible.
अगर जोड़ सकते हैं, उससे कम से भी स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं,
अगर करना चाहें तो।
कपड़ों का बिजनेस आपको करना है। मेरे 5,000 काफी सारे चीजों में गए। एक तो I had absolutely zero idea of the landscape. I know what I want, but मुझे खुद इंडिया में अगर मुझे खरीदना होता तो मुश्किल होता था. So there was a lot of groundwork that was needed to be done to identify कहाँ से लाना and experiments. Of course I had some losses, so I had to factor all of that in, and sometimes the product और महंगा होता था because I'm bringing in parts, I'm getting couriers. It was not exactly the most cost-effective option, but I did it. And one critical thing in terms of like people always wonder, oh husband ने पैसा दिया होगा, हाँ किसी की औरत अपने आप कुछ कर ही नहीं सकती,
ये भी तो एक वो mental
I grew my business completely on rolling. मैं एक पैसा नहीं निकालती थी. 5,000 डाले, एक इवेंट किया, वहाँ पे मुझे 4,500 रिटर्न आया, फिर भी बहुत सारा स्टॉक था. In 3 months,
Which is good, yeah.
and मैं क्या करती थी, ये मेरा तरीका है, सबके लिए नहीं हो सकता. You have to have the risk taking appetite. देखो मेरे टाइप का बिजनेस का मैं बोल सकती हूँ. एक तो मल्टीपल चीजें आप देखें, आपको कितना रिस्क लेना है, हाउ ड्रिवन यू आर अबाउट डूइंग समथिंग, हाउ मच नॉलेज यू हैव इन दैट. बिकॉज अगर आपको जीरो नॉलेज है तो उसका आपको बफर टाइम लेना पड़ेगा कि शायद बिफोर यू सक्सीड यू विल फेल. फेलियर इज अ बिग पार्ट ऑफ
learning. Yeah. It's a big part of learning and
right
success.
track, you have to go on the wrong track first to identify कि are you on the right track or not. There are a lot of adjustment. In fact, jewelry जो अब मैं लाती हूँ, it was never part of my original plan. I only wanted to bring tribal jewelry which are very specific.
But I think it's a demand. It's a demand in the
so
market.
I learned from the market.
That's
And
very good. That's very
so
good to know.
you learn and I love bringing the jewelry because मैं खुद देखो
So,
jewelry की बड़ी शौकीन हूँ.
What message are we getting here कि देखिए जब कुछ करना है ना तो वो फिर करना है. फिर ये नहीं सोचना कि ऐसा क्यों ऐसा नहीं ऐसा
देखो
नहीं.
ना, आवाजें बहुत होती हैं हर इंसान के अंदर. When you are clear
और डिस्करेज करने वाले भी सराउंडिंग में बहुत होते हैं.
My husband now, alhamdulillah, he's like my rock. But when I was starting off, it was a huge concern for him. He's like, तुम सीधी खड़ी नहीं रह सकती हो, ये क्या कर रही हो तुम. And he is मतलब
But he is the first one to believe in you.
मतलब अभी हो जाएगा, डिपोर्ट करवा दोगी, कुछ ना कुछ गड़बड़. क्योंकि लोग डराते बहुत हैं. मैं किसी से जाके मिली थी and he had come along with me for collaboration. जैसे मैंने प्रेजेंटेशन वगैरह दिया था कोई बिजनेसमैन, उनसे 2 चीज़ें सुन के आई थी जो मुझे थोड़ा was like, और इनको थोड़ा हिला दिए थे. He was like, कतर में कोई जेल जाके नहीं आया ना तो वो बिजनेसमैन नहीं है. क्योंकि आप कार्गो लाते हैं, कुछ भी गड़बड़ हो जाती है तो नाम जिसका है वो फंसता है. वो तो सही बात है. बट यू नो, डिस्करेज होने के लिए आप देखो ना, डिस्करेजमेंट के लिए आपको हजार आपको चीजें मिल जाएंगी. बट यू हैव टू हैव अ सिंगुलर फोकस. आई वाज वेरी सर्टेन. दूसरी चीज बोले थे कि आप लोगों को मत बोलो कि आप इंडिया से प्रोडक्ट्स ला रहे हो. आई सेड व्हाट इज द पॉइंट देन. नहीं, इंडिया के प्रोडक्ट्स इज अ परसेप्शन दैट इट्स इंफीरियर, स्पेशली विद द मोर एलीट. आई सेड that is exactly what I'm trying to challenge and show the world, that the best of your products, where are they coming from? What is this craft? What is this exceptional thing that you have in your hand?
And
it
I'm
is
so
from
glad
my country.
and I'm so glad कि अभी चाइना ने भी ये जो ट्रेड वॉर हुआ,
I'm so thrilled,
तो वो बहुत क्लियरिफाई कर दिया चीजों. When it comes to commercially opening your business,
So you have multiple options now. Even when I started, these options were restricted. एक आपको properly old fashioned way करना है तो in Qatar by law you need a Qatari partner who is a 51% holder of your business. Okay,
which is not the case now. Now you can, be an owner of it.
It's for a limited. I mean, there are only specific sectors for which you can have fully owned businesses.
Okay.
And you can do it through the Qatar Free Zone. तो QSTP है. As far as I know, I mean, everyone should do their own homework. But if you want to go the old-fashioned way, even established business people were not able to guide me. I was people who own businesses, they were helping me by going to ministry, this, that, and I reached a point where I was like, look, I can't continue this way because I can't keep operating from home. It is a business that's growing. It was always intended for a larger market. अभी ये हॉबी लेवल पे मुझे नहीं करना. मेरी जिंदगी में बहुत इंट्रूसिव हो चुका था. So अल्लाह जब जरिया बनाता है ना, and I had an event at home. दिवाली थी तो I had a jewelry exhibition. And one of my customers, Vaishnavi, she's now a friend. So she was not supposed to come, but she was in the area, so she just dropped in end में. उससे 2 मिनट पहले मैं मेरे अम्मी को बोल रही थी, मैं ये क्या, ये 10-20 मैं ये क्या कर रही हूँ, because I had done a clearance. And then when she came, I was very down and I expressed my situation to her. She's like, it's not so complicated, because she is also quite an established businesswoman. She's like, hold on. Immediately उसने फोन लगाया अपने PRO को.
Okay.
So, and I had no idea.
What kind of business does she own?
She is in real estate.
It's a real estate business. Okay.
So it was very simple. She called up her PRO and I got a meeting next day, and within 2-3 days I had a contract. Okay. So basically ये agencies में क्या होता है, you get a silent Qatari, you can choose a sponsor. They will sponsor you for a nominal monthly fee.
Okay.
तो अप्रोक्सीमेटली आपको 3,000 विद अ गुड PRO. If you have the confidence, you go to lesser known ones, you can get for 1,500 a month. As per the Qatar law, every company has to have an office space. It can be a virtual office space. Virtual offices average 2,500. You will not be issued a trade license. You can still form a company, but you will not be allowed to trade until you have a officially designated office. Okay, so you can take a virtual office, but in my case I wanted the shop, so the shop could be used as my office address, and it still is. So kul milake, I think totally with all the payments and fees and licenses, and I wanted license. There's one thing here कि आपको हर एक activity के लिए you need to pay. There's a separate fee.
That's
selling
what,
to
no?
women is separate. Women's garments is separate. Men's garments is separate. Men's shoes is separate. The list is endless. I have pretty
and
much...
the fee structure is different for all these categories.
Yes. See, you have trade categories, and under each trade category you have multiple options. So आप नहीं सोच सकते कि मैंने ये category में apply किया है, so I am allowed to sell all of it under the category. No.
Still you need permission.
You have to technically enable the specific ones, even if sometimes the payment is the same, you don't have to pay anything extra. It has to be enabled with the government.
Approvals चाहिए.
Approvals चाहिए.
Okay.
And some things are very tricky. Like I want to sell books, but it's just a very tricky process. And for me, I'm not feeling like it's worth it. Same with silver, semi-precious. I don't want to take it on at this point. So totally, I and most people end up investing about 20K upfront. Out of which these will be your non-refundable costs. So you have to invest the 20K for formation of a company.
Initially starting it, yeah. And along with all this, Rabia, the breast cancer news comes in. Tell me about your breast cancer journey. A little bit about that. We'll not go into the details.
Should we dive into that, or do you want me to talk about it in relation to business life?
Yes, everything, including everything. And then when the news comes in, and how did you come to know about it?
I had suspected it for a while. I think, Zoni, if we talk about the breast cancer, it's going to be a whole episode on its own.
That's why I just want you to
thoda sa I will tell you. I had suspected it, but also like all women, I had kind of... I had the business going. I had just opened my commercial store and all of that. तो मैंने थोड़ा उसको delay कर दिया, follow-ups. There was a suspicion, but Ramzan आ गया, I put it out of my mind. And finally when I went, and it was confirmed very quickly, at least unofficially, waiting biopsy results. I don't want to dive too much into it, but of course, पाँव तले ज़मीन जो थी खिसक गई. My world was shaken up. But I think my whole breast cancer journey, it cannot be understood unless I very quickly tell you about the background, because had those things not happened, I probably would have dealt with it very differently. When I started my business, I had come off a very rough second pregnancy where I was not sure if I would make it, my baby would make it. It was a high risk pregnancy. Alhamdulillah, everything went well, overall, but it was under very close monitoring, and risk factors were high. So that itself was my first awareness of the first close awareness of your mortality. Knowing that all sab hum jaake marne wale hain is very different from knowing that okay, maybe this kuch ho raha hai, maybe this body will not make it. So that awareness I had already had. I had untreated very severe postpartum depression, psychosis from the first pregnancy. And I have already told you how lonely and how hard it was for me when I first came to Qatar. So cumulatively, I had been through a very rough period, mental health wise. But for me, a very critical thing was that despite the fact that after my first pregnancy, I was referred to Sidra by my doctor, one of my doctors, to get mental health support, I hesitated. Even though I have an academic background in the field, in psychology, I minored in it. For 5 years, I studied it. I know it. I understand. I can recognize it in myself.
Still you were hesitant.
But आप जब उसकी जकड़ में रहते हैं, you're not able to really do much to help yourself. It's hard. And everybody, I think anyone who's experiencing that has to understand that taking that step to help yourself doesn't come easy, which is why
साइकियाट्रिस्ट को भी तो डिप्रेशन हो सकता है ना.
of course होता है.
So that's what
सबको
you.
होता है.
Yeah. So it is.
डॉक्टर्स क्या बीमार नहीं होते?
क्या बीमार?
जो वो ट्रीट करते हैं उसी से बीमार
उसी
होते
से
हैं.
बीमार हो जाते हैं.
खैर, तो ये एक चीज़ थी कि मैंने मदद नहीं ली थी. आई एंटर द सेकेंड प्रेगनेंसी इन अ वेरी बैड स्टेट. वन थिंग वेरी वेरी क्लियरली आई वांट टू पॉइंट आउट, एंड आई वांट एवरीवन हु इज नॉट अवेयर टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट clinical depression is not just about having the blues. It is a biochemical change in your brain. Okay, there is an imbalance of chemicals and hormones in
That
your
is
brain
something,
that's
yes,
triggering. They are triggered by multiple factors, and we as women are very prone to succumbing to these factors because of things like pregnancy and all the hormonal triggers that happen within us.
Yeah.
They can just get worse with your life and life situations. Okay.
So by the way, here I would like to mention the women watching this कि हमारी society में ना it's a norm कि when we are talking in gatherings, oh यार मुझे ना बड़ा depression हुआ था उन दिनों में, बड़ा मुझे this is something you're using these statements. Do you even know how hard it is for a person who is dealing with this clinical depression in life? यानी अगर इसकी सेंसिटिविटी और इसकी हमें पता चल जाए कि ये कितनी सीरियस बात है, हम कभी भी इस स्टेटमेंट को इस तरह यूज ना करें.
डिप्रेशन मैं बताऊं आपको कि कभी उतना बाहर से जाहिर भी नहीं होता unless you're somebody close and you're observing and you're noticing. तो एक चीज़ है कि awareness of identifying the signs and getting the help that's needed has
at
to
the
be,
right time.
We have to train ourselves, not just for ourselves but for our mothers, sisters, nieces, कि हो क्या रहा है और हम देख रहे हैं कि इनमें ये आ रहा है और इनको मदद की ज़रूरत है. Because I'm such a vocal person, because I am publicly available, there are a lot of people who come to me because I talk about these things, and believe me, sometimes it's shocking to know that this person I didn't even guess was going through it was possibly on the verge of
depression.
Taking a drastic step in their life.
Okay.
तो मैं स्पेशली जब आपके वो साइकोसिस आप एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड इट एंड आई हैव नो शेम इन सेइंग दैट बिकॉज इट वाज नॉट मी, बट इट लीड्स टू पॉइंट्स वेयर यू आर हेलुसिनेटिंग. यू आर लिटरली फीलिंग कि मैं पागल हो गई हूँ, यू नो. और तब तक भी हम जाके मदद नहीं लेते. मैं इवन थ्रू माई प्रेगनेंसी मुझे मेरे डॉक्टर्स बोल रहे थे कि यू नीड टू टेक मेडिसिन. आई रिफ्यूज्ड इट for all the reasons that we all will not want to do it, okay? But मैंने जब मेरी जो हालत होती थी, and a good portion of it was driven by the hormones. It has nothing to do with me and my mental state. It's to do with the hormones. Yeah. क्योंकि लिटरली जब मेरे अंदर से बच्चा निकला, मेरे को ऐसे लगा कोई मेरे सर पे ठंडा पानी, आइस बकेट का पानी डाला है. वो जो एक अजीब सा एक रहता है, यू नो, यू फील इट, भारीपन रहता है. बट जब मैंने देखा कि मेरे बच्चे पे जो असर हो रहा था, बिकॉज चिल्ड्रन आर सो सेंसिटिव, एंड उस टाइम तक मेरे आउटबर्स्ट बड़े ये हो जाते थे. माई हस्बैंड यूज टू बी अफ्रेड कि कब ये जोन में चले जाएगी. नॉट दैट मैं चिल्लाने लगूंगी, ही यूज टू बी अफ्रेड कि जब मैं खामोश हो जाऊंगी, एंड यूज टू से तुम्हारे आंखों में ऐसा कुछ अजीब सी लुक आ जाती थी. एंड आई रिमेंबर टाइम्स व्हेन आई फेल्ट दैट, आई वाज थिंकिंग कि अब मुझे मालूम है लोगों को पागल खाने क्यों डालते हैं, क्या पॉइंट आता है. आई फेल्ट माई सैनिटी स्लिप, बट स्टिल इट डिडंट मोटिवेट मी इनफ until I noticed how it was impacting my son. Because I was a stay-at-home mom, और मेरे और मेरे बेटे की मतलब सुबह से शाम तक जो एक अलग बॉन्ड थी, डिपेंडेंसी भी बहुत थी. And for the sake of my child and for the sake of my husband, who doesn't deserve to have to go through so much alongside me. So it's not just about you. If you are part of a family, it's also about others around you, and you have to understand that they care for you. So seeking help, and I finally took that help, and believe me, taking that medication was the smartest thing I have done in my life.
And I think your doctor was Dr. Mona.
Dr. Mona. Please.
I remember I had a session with her already.
She is amazing. And Dr. Mona, I love you. And I owe Inara, starting of Inara, to her. I always mention it because जब 10 लोग मुझे डरा रहे थे from doing this, she said, do it, Rabia. मैं खरीदूंगी तुम्हारे पास से.
She's such a lovely person.
She is a force, and I think because we are Desi, and if there are Desi people
You connect
watching
with
this,
her, yeah.
you might find it easier to go to her because cultural context समझ जाती है, हमारी मजबूरियाँ समझ जाती है.
I don't know if you have watched it or not, but I have done a whole episode
I
with
want to watch
Dr.
it
Mona.
now. Maybe I have.
Yes,
but
and
yeah.
amazing the way she explained this
बहुत
postnatal,
अच्छे से.
perinatal depression and all. Really, it was
Maternal
amazing
mental
session.
health is the most the least understood aspect in our cultures. सब बस ऐसे ही बोलते हैं कि you have to get over it, हिम्मत से
Baby
रहो,
blues
सब्र
कह के
करो,
लोग इसको cover कर लेते हैं.
ये आयते
No,
सकीना
but then
डालो, those kind
there
of
is a
things,
difference
you know?
between the baby blues and postnatal
Baby
depression.
blues तो होता है, there's a level, the
There's a
clinical
level.
levels and how like postpartum depression. See, I don't know, maybe Dr. Mona can correct if there's something wrong. Postpartum psychosis के level पे जब जाता है
तो फिर बहुत serious है वो,
बहुत
yeah.
serious होता है where you are suicidal.
Yeah.
And it is not that कि
That's
अंदर
when you-
it is a biochemical thing. वो जो
Yeah.
मेरा postpartum ये होता था and it is experienced in the exact same way by other women. So it wasn't unique to me and I knew that. जब आपकी जैसे कि शैतानी आवाज़ आती है कि और मैंने रिकग्नाइज किया बिकॉज ऑफ माई अवेयरनेस एंड एजुकेशन एंड आई कम्प्लीटली कट माई आई डिड नॉट गो टू द डॉक्टर. बस मैं बालकनी जाना बंद कर दी, गाड़ी चलाना बंद कर दी. आई डिड इट इन अ वेरी अनहेल्दी वे.
Which should not be the case.
Which was
So who encouraged you more other than your son? Was there any person who
My
played a
mom.
role? Oh, your mother. Okay.
my mom from the मेरी अम्मी दुनिया की. I know every mother is special, but there is my mother is something else, and her strength is if I have a fraction of her grit and बड़प्पन इन लाइफ ना, उनके पास सब आता है. शी डजंट जज और कितने अच्छे इंसान को समझते हैं. और अम्मी बोलते हैं, हमेशा ही बोलते हैं, तुम दुनिया का क्या सोचो, तुम. She encouraged a lot to take help. I used to refuse it,
but
and she recognized it, and she was not the type कि क्या depression क्या ये you know. हाँ, हम सुनने को मिलता है, उठो चलो, सही बात होती है.
नहीं, सभी के साथ होता है. ये एक स्टेटमेंट है ना, ये तो सब लेडीज गुजरती हैं, बट तुम कोई अलग थोड़ी हो गया, सब करती हैं.
हम भी तो बच्चे पैदा
हमने
किए,
भी तो
हम
किया,
पे तो
या.
गुजरी है. हाँ भाई, आप पे गुजरी है, अल्लाह का शुक्र है आपके साथ ये नहीं हुआ.
या.
तो जिन पे होती है, स्पेशली women who experience traumatic births and you have cesareans, emergency cesareans, you are missing out on the good hormones that are supposed to help you come back to
But
normal.
here I would like to address something very important कि being a mother, जब आपकी बच्ची कोई ऐसी स्टेज से गुजर रही होती है, try to understand her, try to help her. You don't know what this girl, क्योंकि होता क्या है, when the daughter comes to a mother with a statement like this and the mother is not able to address it properly, finish.
Because you're more worried about कि ससुर क्या कहेंगे,
नहीं,
सास
not
क्या.
about ससुर and all. Because उन औरतों को शायद ये अवेयरनेस भी नहीं, but they need to think कि बेटी अगर ऐसा बोल रही है तो वो क्यों मेरे पास आके ऐसा बोली. It means she need my help. She needs some words. Sometimes even your good words plays a big part in it. कि कोई सहारा चाहिए होता है किसी को. तो these things are very important in our society, mothers के लिए especially, कि जब आपकी बेटियाँ mothers बनती हैं, that is the time they need you the most.
That is true, and that is why we had the cultural thing कि आप मैके रहते हैं और अपने आप को strong करके वापस आते हैं, क्योंकि वो एक वेरी क्रिटिकल टाइम होता है. बट मैं एक चीज़ मैं ऐड करना चाह रही थी, क्योंकि जब हम लोग जाते भी होते हैं, मतलब I won't say with my mother it was different, but I have seen it happen कि the expectation है कि आप strong बनो और आप इसको surpass करो. आप इसके if you succumb to this, it's perceived as a weakness on your part and on part of the people who've raised you कि हमने इसको मतलब बहुत कमज़ोर पाला है. ये एक perception है, which I have seen become a downfall of a lot of people.
Which is very bad. ये तो बहुत negative point है.
Accepting that कमज़ोरी होती है, इंसान को सहारा चाहिए, और it doesn't mean it's permanent. It is what it is.
और हर इंसान की अलग होती है. Maybe what you went through, I went through different circumstances, different challenges. मैंने different challenges face किए. You have faced different ones. So it is like for each and every person it's different.
That is true.
So, but yes, for a woman, I would say, do not let yourself be a victim like that. Raise your voice. Go for help.
It is okay to be weak.
Yes, it is perfectly
okay. It is okay
to
to
be
not
weak.
be the person that everyone expects you to be.
Yes. Your happiness should means you the most. You are the first priority of yourself. Then comes your family. Then comes your children. And yes, a happy mother can only raise happy children. mentally
Inshallah.
stable children.
Inshallah. Giving them
So,
the tools.
Yeah.
So bringing that back to coming to the point, because I had taken that medication, I had found myself and my strength again and the ability to cope with challenges in life. I think gave me some sort of an existing strength to be able to face the breast cancer diagnosis. एंड ज़िंदगी में उससे पहले 8 साल मेरे ऐसे निकल गए थे इन लेट्स जैसे दुखदारी, आई डोंट नो इफ इट्स इवन अ वर्ड, बट आई हैड स्पेंड सो मच टाइम in negativity, in feeling weak, in feeling helpless, in feeling sad and frustrated in life. And I had felt I had hit rock bottom. I did not want my next chapter. I don't know what was going to be the outcome. Allah मुझे आगे बढ़ाएगा नहीं बढ़ाएगा, but whatever the outcome and the end of this process was going to be, I wanted it to be remembered for more than just कि उसको breast cancer था, उसको chemotherapy हुआ, वो बीमार थी. हाँ मैं बीमार हूँ, अभी भी मुझे बहुत physical struggles होते हैं health के, but my mind has developed a brilliant coping mechanism कि मैं वो भूल जाती हूँ. जब मैं काम कर सकती हूँ मैं दिल व जान से करती हूँ. और ये strength, believe me, I don't think I would have had I not helped myself earlier by accepting the medication. अगर वो नहीं होता तो I don't think I would, because chemotherapy is tough. Breast cancer wali especially, and everybody experiences again differently, but the whole journey of that physical treatment, the mental strength you need to have, it's tough
for sure.
और अगर हम we enter these kind of challenges in life, it could be anything, whether it's breast cancer, whether it is war,
Other
whether
medical
it is
issues,
displacement, whether it's a natural calamity. If you are already in a very weak, indisposed state mentally, you will not be able to handle. So you have to think of taking like help, whether it is through psychiatry.
Tell me, Rabia, how all these challenges in your life have made a difference in your personality, in your character, in your perception of life now?
The major thing is I have let go of a lot of things that we were taught throughout life and childhood. I am okay with people not understanding me. I'm okay with people not liking me or approving my behaviors. Because you can't explain to everybody. You have to do what works
You think is good
for you, as long as you are true to yourself, your family, and to your God. That is my guideline. Sometimes, and it's okay if I appear weak, it's okay. I don't have to show strength all the time. If I appear like I'm whining, और it doesn't mean कि कोई बंदा आपके पास आके अपनी कमजोरी दिखाता है, doesn't mean कि वो next moment strong नहीं हो सकते हैं. मैं तो वो बोलती हूँ कि those who break down often are the ones who can be strongest often.
Yes.
Because they are replenishing their their capacities.
Very well said.
So that one part is there, and the acute awareness. जब आप देखते हैं तो when you're faced with mortality, सब साफ हो जाता है. What matters? Who matters?
I really had a very great, insightful journey of yours.
Thank you for your patience.
And it's okay. Like your journey means a lot to me. That's the reason I got you here. Wish you all the best for Inara.
Thank you.
Let me know if you would like to tell something to the young generation watching you, or the ladies looking at this podcast at the moment.
What I have to share, it's all based on my life experiences. One, balance is very, very important. Second, discovering your strengths, knowing yourself. For women, I tell you, younger generation also, travel on your own, see the world on your own. So you should be able to take care of yourself and face life as it comes. Second, what someone else thinks is a no is their no. If you think
Not
it's a
yours,
yes in
no.
your head,
So
follow
it's a
that
yes.
voice.
Yeah. Follow your instincts.
Follow your
Yeah.
instincts. 3, there is no substitute to hard work. There is no substitute to hard work. So if you want to start a business, you want to do something a little bit challenging in life, 1, you have to be willing to put in the time, willing to take in failures, be extremely patient, and you never know until you try. Try until something clicks.
Thank you so much, Rabia. It was a pleasure having you with me today, and really I enjoyed this conversation a lot.
The pleasure is all mine, and thank you for having me on this awesome
Couch
setup with Zuni.
Thank you.
Hopefully there is some takeaway from this
For
meeting
sure
of
there
ours.
is. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching us. And before I leave you all, I would like to give just a small message through this episode that progress begins with the woman who dares to step beyond limits. It's a beautiful message for all the women out there. I'm sure you've got some great messages and lessons through this podcast. I'll see you next time again. Till then, take good care of yourself. Goodbye.